What up, you guys? What are you guys doing? Huh? I'm waiting for FV to join. Please live for space now. Chilling. Arthur never freaking shows up anymore. What's going on, my bro? Am I little right now, you guys? I should be like little because I'm gonna have FB jump on. I can go for a little bit. A little bit. I'm on my new phone. Oh, Remy. Turn the here, everybody. What up, Nas? It's clean, yes. All right. Well, today maybe we'll get some subs. I think this channel isn't all the way ready yet. He'll still be here soon enough if I don't get kicked off before. I came on this channel to like try and make sure try to like not get kicked off, but you never know. What up, Hampty? These are all deep primed, right? Yep. My baby daddy, Hampty. Can you say that in English, Mr. Dennis or Denise? Because with the littlest French that I know, I kind of think you're talking shit. Oh, Alex. is, and then we lost him. What just happened? This is why I never do this shit, because it's too much of a pain in the ass. What happened to FV? He was there for a second, huh? We lost him. Feed's all wanky. There he is.
Is it working now?
It's working. Hell yeah.
That's
Dude, that's why I never do that shit. Or one of the reasons I never do like collabs, because it doesn't work very well.
I think because I called you, it fucked it up. So
Probably.
yeah, maybe we get double the trouble here.
Double the trouble with FP and ammo.
Get back. Go.
I'll try to go like probably around 30 minutes, or like as long as I can with these twins. I think I got about 30 minutes till I start screaming.
Well, whenever you gotta shut it down, man, you handle business. I mean, don't be afraid to slip them a little NyQuil.
If I give them NyQuil right now, they would fucking wake up at like 9 o'clock, and then I'd really be screwed.
Well, that's when you slip them a little melatonin.
We gotta give them melatonin and NyQuil on the same day.
I mean, not all at once. I mean, you make me sound like I'm a barbarian, you know? Nah, man, I feel you. My kids, at least they were spread out enough. I didn't have to deal with, little kids. I mean, there's 9-year age gap between my oldest and my middle son. And then my daughter and my son, there's 5 years. So I also got lucky because my wife breastfed. So when them babies were waking up in the middle of the night, they didn't want dad. They wanted mama's fat tit, you know?
Yeah.
So
All my kids are pretty much breastfed. The last one didn't really like Frankie didn't like breastfeeding all that much after like 6 months or something. But he drinks like regular milk, like going out of fucking style.
what are you loading anyway? Oh, I see.
223. I got the same thing you had yesterday. The 68 grain.
That's what I'm working on today. Same thing, buddy.
Yeah, there you go, dude.
Same thing. What powder?
I'm gonna use CFE 223. Like that stuff.
Now it'd
It
be
smells
interesting.
really bad.
It'd be interesting if you had a chronograph because we could go compare the chrono loads.
Yep, that's the next. That's the next thing I gotta buy. Freaking $500 for Garmin, right?
Dude, go buy one of the RCBSs. I mean, they're $120. That gets the job done.
Can you use it indoors?
Yeah. So depending on which one you get, like the one I got, it has lights, so you can put it in. You turn lights on, so you can absolutely use it indoors.
Let's see here.
I can find a link, or a Caldwell. That's what it was, not RCBS. It was a Caldwell.
Caldwell.
Yeah.
I went on this channel because I wanted to. I don't know if you wanted to go on your channel or not. I just started setting it up. I didn't think you cared.
I don't care.
But I go on this channel because I figured it'd have the least probability of getting canned.
Well, neither one of us is doing anything to really get in trouble for, so you got to make the overlords happy. That's getting out of control.
Yeah, I love the overlords. Every time I say something bad about them, I get a strike. Like about 15 minutes later, like I guess they're watching, which is kind of odd to me. Like they would waste their time with me.
I love YouTube. Everything they do is right on. I love how they keep the community safe and they promote every equality and fairness. If it wasn't for YouTube and their overseeing, it could be a really bad place. How's that for
Yeah.
the?
I think. Hold on a second. I think somebody's.
Hammy boy, how are you doing? Yeah, we're both we're actually both working on 223, and we're both working on the same bullets. Different powder, same process. I'm a little further ahead. All my brass was already trimmed and sized and primed. I just have to charge, seat, and crimp. Yeah, it's kind of a normal day. You want to shoot, you got to have ammo. For whatever reason, I'm not a big fan of buying factory ammunition, so I generally load all my ammunition I can. That's probably YouTube telling them they're watching.
Everybody left. Man. Never ends. All right. Just freaking people showing up and they wanted to come and fight. And I just told them it's not a good time. Fuck them.
What are they trying to sell you?
No, they wanted to, because I get like water delivered and they're like, oh, we have a work quit order. And it's just the guy's taking forever on his phone. And I was like, just come back or call me or something. I don't fucking have time for you right now. No offense. Nice enough guy. But I was just like, tell me what you want. And we're not quitting. So it don't matter.
It'll be interesting to see what we get out of this. What's up?
What up, Cooking?
How are you doing?
But how many views do you have, FV? I think you have a whole bunch more than me.
4. I got 4 views.
4 views? No, not those. Not people in the live. Like, how many views does like your FV channel have in total?
I think it's over 13 million, 14 million.
13 million? Oh yeah. I got 5 million on the main channel, and then added up all together, I have like a little bit over 8 million. That's all the channels together.
Yeah, you're getting there.
You have one video that has like it had like 100,000 likes or something. So I can only imagine how many views it had total.
Oh yeah, the trolls is what gets it. That stuff gets hard to deal with, man. After a while, it just want to tell people shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't really like being nice to people all the time either. I got in trouble for sending memes today.
You got in trouble to who?
Nobody you know. Just they got all offended.
Well, good thing I don't get offended easily. Cooking with Love, when does your strike expire? Said he got hit.
Cooking with what?
Cooking with
Cooking
Love
with
got
Love got a strike?
yeah.
For what?
If he's still here, I'll let him tell you. Otherwise, I'll tell you in a minute.
I'll have to ask him. He didn't even tell me. It's just like probably some gun BS. Empty boy, you are you're not offended. You're the one that offends.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of snowflakes in the world, and when people get offended, I get offended that they get offended.
Dude, tell you, that's about right, dude.
You know.
Man, I'm gonna have to put my phone on silent. Like, it is on silent, but do not disturb. I think that's it.
So tell me about that Desert Eagle.
Dude, that Desert Eagle is freaking nice, man. Oh, there it is. Do not disturb.
What were you shooting through for a cartridge? I know you said 50,
Uh,
but what?
yeah, it's a 50 AE. Actually, I have the freaking shells in my pocket.
Do you know
Big
what the
boys.
yeah big boy? Do you know what the loads
50,
were?
50. No, they were reloads though, or I mean, they might have been new, but that doesn't. It was a reload because that doesn't look new. That looks like it's been freaking used 1,000 times. The base is all scarred up. They were it it's not a bad gun. I like the gun. To tell you the truth, it was easier to shoot one handed than my Model 29, the 44 Magnum.
Really?
When I shoot that 44 Magnum, it the grip like digs into my hand. With the Desert Eagle, it's all big. You're holding it like this. It doesn't even hurt at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as long if you don't try to like super fight it, it's a perfect pistol.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever even tried to shoot mine one handed.
I I I think this might be the second time that I did it, but the first time I used that gun, I I uh, I filmed it and then I like cut over to where I was just holding it two hands, and
Yeah.
everybody in the comments was like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna shoot it one handed," so I had to shoot it one handed. That that uh that short came out good. I just got a new phone and it's really nice. I like it. I'm on it right now.
Which phone is it?
Galaxy S24 FE, whatever all that means. See,
You,
I've been, I don't do the iPads or the iPhones or whatever. I got all these freaking. I used to do iPad, but they're too iPhone. I'm sorry, they're too restrictive.
what do you mean?
I don't know. It's just I don't like the operating system that it has.
Hmm.
And the flip phone, the flip phone.
Years ago, I used Galaxy, and then I think my first iPhone was like an iPhone 4, and so I haven't switched back because it took me forever to learn the iPhone software. But I need to get a new.
Yeah, I used to use only Apple stuff probably almost 20 years ago now. First, I had the MacBook, and then I got an iPhone and stuff, and then I had iPhones for a few years, but I stopped liking them. There's sometime along the line, I just like, nah, this is not for me. The Galaxies.
How is there editing and stuff in there?
I use for my phone when I want to edit on my phone. I use a free app called InShot, and
Okay.
it works. It works really good. I mean, I've done some basic stuff on the gallery or whatever they call it, but the app that I use is really good. Um, so I don't know. You can you can do all kinds of stuff. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm doing though. I'm learning as I go. It doesn't. I need the damn tutorial.
So YouTube told you they're watching your channel?
No,
Oh,
I just figured they were.
oh.
YouTube doesn't tell me shit, man. They won't tell me what the problem is. They won't tell me anything.
That's gay. I have that video
Yep.
I sent you earlier of my daughter, and man, I would absolutely love to post that, but there's no way. There's no way I can get away with it. They'll strike that down instantly.
For what? That's like the most wholesome video, though. Like,
They would call it child harm.
yeah, danger to a youth or something like that.
So like anytime I've posted videos where you could see their face or the side of their face, it triggers their algorithms, and sometimes I win. Like 99% of the time, I lose it. So especially with her being that young, if I get her from the back, it slides through. I mean, you can't tell how old somebody is if you can't see the face, right?
Yeah.
But even like Gage, every once in a while, we'll be shooting a match, and they'll strike it. You know, I just posted videos for the last year of him shooting, and all of a sudden today it's a problem. So them ones, fortunately, I've been winning. So
Dude, I don't think I might have won one time when I get a strike. I might have won one appeal. And I'm to the point now that I don't even I don't appeal them because that's just another email I'm going to get that's going to piss me off. So
yeah.
what's the point? They've never none of my appeals have been successful. So fuck it.
Do they still
I'll
give
just
you
make.
Do they still give you the place to type something in?
Yeah, so I figured out that you had to like on my phone you have to like press another button for that to pop up, but it doesn't matter. They don't. It doesn't. Even if I did, they don't freaking listen to me.
So a lot of times, for me or on my phone, it would pop up right away when I said I wanted to appeal it, and then the other 80% of the time it doesn't. The ones that usually give me a place to type something in, them are the ones I win. But I don't know. I don't know why sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe the next time I get one, I should try on the computer. Maybe, you know.
Yeah. Recently, I've been getting I from YouTube the mood or the vibe I get from talking to YouTube because I talk to them on X is like even more different than even before. More like we don't even want to help you at all. Like they used to be like, oh well, let me go look at the video, and then they'll come back to me. They did undelete my channel twice since they're like, sorry, it was a mistake or whatever. And now when I tell them something, they'll be like, well, just look at your appeal. What did your appeal say? Because we can't help you anymore. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on? And then if I go on X and I talk to them from a different channel, it's like a whole different response. So I don't know what the issue could be.
Maybe you need to start shooting a mini Draco.
That's I think so, Hampty. I don't think that maybe it used to be a real human and now it's not, because I think you're right. I don't think it's a real person.
I know even the way they're like pushing your videos, my videos, is it's different. Like I want to say right after Christmas again, right about the first of the year, everything changed. All the algorithms or how they push it out there, it all changed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting no chance. 3,000 hours of video is uploaded every hour. There's no human team people. Well, I mean, Hampty, even if they're not capable, you know how many jobs they could create if they had just people watching the damn videos and looking for mistakes. I mean, what they're doing right now, at least to me, is not. It's not a. It, it's not. They're not following their own rules.
No, they're not.
So, what are rules? Like, what are rules if nobody follows them? If they just don't like me, just send me a text message like, "Hey, fucking guy, ammo, we don't like you on our app. Leave." I would be more willing to listen to that. I would be like, "Fuck, well, I didn't know that's how they felt. Like, I'll just go to Instagram or something." But if they don't say anything, what I think, most of the time I just like, this shit is broken. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Like, especially because my channels have been deleted and then they undelete them and then they're like, well, we made a mistake. It wasn't supposed to do this again. And then it starts up again. So in
Yeah.
my head, I think it's broken. What else could it be? Plus, not to
Yeah.
mention that AI reportedly is like, they're saying that AI is like biased and like will be biased towards like some groups of people, I'll say. And Jay Lee, you're totally correct about that.
Absolutely.
That's fucking on point, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I got in trouble for, or not in trouble, but I offended somebody by sending a. I'll send it to you when we get off here. It's two different memes, but when you put them together, it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I'll send it to all y'all motherfuckers.
I don't understand any of their shit. Every time I think I figured it out, I figure out when to post, you know, all that. Everything changes. I can post a video. You do this too, where you post a video and it goes absolutely nowhere. So then you private it and you repost it a week later and it gets 20,000 views.
Yeah, well, because the Joker Desert Eagle, that video only got like 50 views yesterday. But I guarantee if I posted it again or a third time, that freaking that video at least deserves like 10,000 views.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's a good video. I surprise myself sometimes.
We'll give it a few
Like,
days.
they're saying that just everything that is YouTube is not like, there's no one that actually works there. And I tend to agree. I don't think anybody works. The thing is, though, is if they're gonna let Google and YouTube be like this and not be controlled by even like Indian dudes, because at least you could talk to an Indian dude.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of scary if that's the way that like the future is gonna be. Computers in charge of humans is scary.
Right. I was talking to a guy the other and he made a comment how YouTube is a private corporation, so the First Amendment really doesn't apply. We accept them terms and conditions when we use their app. And I started really thinking about it. A lot of people are getting their information, their news from YouTube, right? So at that point, when they're putting out news and sharing information, that's really no longer a private app. That's a source of information and news. So that shouldn't be being protected by their. We don't have to follow the First Amendment.
Yeah, dude, definitely. Well, what happened with Instagram? They were censoring everything and being all crazy, and then they had to go to Congress. And now, dude, look at Instagram today is way fucking different than Instagram 4 years ago. Instagram today is wild, man. It's like uncensored. It's awesome. It's fucking awesome.
I'll have to check it out. Last time I tried it was probably about 2 years ago, and they kicked me off like almost instantly.
Dude, try again. You'll fucking love it more than anyone, FV. It's right up your alley.
Yeah, I'll do that later. I'll re-download it.
The only thing I don't like about Instagram is there's no long form video. Now, long form video is not my favorite, and it's
Right.
not my favorite to make either. But there's definitely a place for long form. I watch long form videos regularly. You know, it's definitely harder than a short. A lot more editing shit.
Oh yeah, make it look good.
Yeah, yes, but what I've been doing is just so I'm still trying to get monetized on the official Ammo Alchemist. So all the shorts that I make, I've been just stitching up the good ones all into like one big compilation.
Yeah.
So if I don't have anything to make a video on, I just edit all the shorts together, and then that's what I did yesterday, and that shit actually took off. They'll
You have
probably strike that. That'll probably be the first one they strike down on this channel.
you have your
Or no,
hours.
that's a different channel. I'm sorry.
You have all your hours now, right?
I'm damn near, man. I got like 28:35 or something.
Really? We tipped yesterday when I got up. I went to check my hours, and the hour counter was gone. And I'm like, oh fuck, they delete my channel or something? And no, they deleted the hours counter because I met the hours, so I'm there. They
Okay,
have all,
that would have freaked me out too.
yeah, they have all um, my tax info. They have the second verification or third verification, whatever they call it, for you gotta, just like when you do your second verification, they want your driver's license. They had all that again this time, then tax information. But I don't think it'll actually be fully accepted as monetized until this last strike expires. So
Okay.
I could be
Achilles,
wrong.
his name is FV Ordnance. Um, I'll type it in the chat right now if I can remember what I'm doing. Yeah, yes, that long form video from yesterday got 93 views so far.
That's all right.
19 hours.
I watched it twice.
Yeah,
I
so
watched
it
it on the
got 91 views. 92, I mean. I don't know if I don't know if you watch it from the same channel if they
I,
counts as 2 views or not.
I didn't watch it from both. I clicked in the other one. So you
That's a
probably
smart
that.
move.
A lot of times I'll go back in the same videos from the other channel for you.
Thank you. I do the same thing to you.
I know.
Not not a. I don't even mean to, but I do.
I think it probably in the long run helps. Um, at least for AI purposes, it makes it look like it's at least more than one person.
Do you have an underscore in your @ sign or no?
I don't know. I think it's FV underscore, but I don't know. I know my other channel is. I think this might be just a space. I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm a loser, dude.
Dude, no worries.
I fake this as best I can. Anything on the computer, like where I have to actually pull out the laptop, I take it and hand it to my son. Figure this out.
Dude, my son is not there yet. I wish. I suck on the computer, man. I'm not very good at all.
So
My kids weren't such a fucking chore, dude. I would say let's do this all the time, but
yeah,
literally, like, man, they're freaking crazy. My
yeah.
babysitter didn't show up today.
You what?
My babysitter didn't show up. I think she got like arrested. Phone was completely off.
You have to work yet today?
I was supposed to go to I was supposed to go to a job, but it's a job that I can go as I please, so it's not a big deal. But here in like it's 3 o'clock right now. Like in a little while, I got to take my son to wrestling practice. His second day, started wrestling.
How's he like that?
He likes it. He's the autistic one. He's always trying to wrestle. He's good. It's fucking painful for me to watch, but it's really good for him.
It gets
I'm
better.
like, oh. But the one thing is, all the kids are pretty kind of base cadets. So he's not the only one. By far, most of them are retarded.
That's kids in general.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, it's probably a perfect time to put him in there because he listens pretty good, but he doesn't. He listens pretty good, but you have to tell him 1,000 times for him to like comprehend it. What's up, Nas and Butters?
Butters. That must be not a sponsor. I'd bet money on that. Glad you're looking at the comments because I haven't looked at a single one.
I just clamp down. I can't help it. My brain will like focus on something that's not supposed to.
You know, they make medication for that.
Yeah. I don't really take any minutes.
No. My daughter struggles a lot with focus, and my boy. What's that?
All my damn kids struggle with that. They're a pain in the ass. They'll listen to me better than they listen to my wife, but like at school and stuff, I can only imagine. My daughter right now, we're trying to get her to learn to read. I don't even know if that's gonna be really tough for him to learn. I don't even think they've started with him yet.
No.
But he was not an easy kid teaching. I think most of us have ADHD. Yeah, I mean, if I was born later, they probably would have said I have ADHD and shit. But
I definitely have the ADD. I'll take like at work and stuff. I'll take Vyfans, and it gives you that laser focus. A lot of times when we go shoot a match too, I'll take my pill, and I do great. I have a great match. But like last weekend, I didn't take it, and I was dropping magazines. I was shooting targets out of order. If you could mess up, I messed it up.
yeah, I gotta take. It's something. It's not an opiate, but it's something for my back. God, dude. And if I don't take it, I'm like in total pain.
It's Harley.
Actually just supposed to come down.
You want to say hi to Ammo?
Hello, Emma.
Hello. What was your name?
What?
What was it?
My name's
Your name?
Harley.
Harley? Scarlet.
Harley.
Harley. Okay. I thought you said Scarlet. I was gonna say my wife's name's Scarlet.
Is it?
Trying to figure out. I got the AC. It's hard for me to hear. Anyways, I didn't wear hearing protection for way too long. It just too without it. And that combined with my trade, my hearing's not all there anymore. And I'm not old yet, so
No.
you don't want to lose this fucking hearing.
Yeah, mine's not great either. That equipment we run is loud. I mean, I wear earplugs and muffs in it, and it's still loud. Especially when you're going down the interstate with it, you get the big tires just a humming, and the generators in them get spinning, and
Generators are so loud. Sorry, cut you off.
Yeah.
The generators are extremely loud, man.
But we have the generators on the back of the motors for all the electronic warfare shit. So they got they have, it's like a kind of like a locomotive where they have a diesel motor turning the the generators. The fucking generators they put in them vehicles are monster. They like some of the models, they can actually power, like, I forget how many homes, but a small town. They're making enough juice off just running their diesel engine. They can plug them in, and but you gotta figure.
The Amazon warehouse that I do a ton of work in.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the first jobs, they were like, "Oh, can you fix this generator?" And I was like, probably. Let me see it." And they take me out back, and it's like a fucking generator for the whole building, dude. I'm like, man, I can do the electrical stuff, but I need to call the company that's on this thing. That's who you need to call for that. Like, because that's too much.
Smoke asbestos to calm your nerves. Anyway, I'm sorry. I was reading not a sponsor's comment.
Yeah, he's knucklehead. You know how often I have to deal with asbestos? It's like every fucking day, man. Every other day I have to deal with, either crawl through it, get rid of it, something. I work in all these old houses and they're just chock full of that shit. What up, Sammy?
What's going on, Sam? How are you doing?
I probably got about 10 more minutes before I gotta go.
Well, when you gotta take off, man, just end the live and I'll be done here pretty quick anyway.
Hold on.
But yeah, I've never had to deal with any asbestos, so that sucks. You wear a mask though, right? You're not just breathing it in. Come on. Not a sponsor. Are you going to do a live later? If so, what time? I'll make sure I jump on there. Help get your hours up.
I'm sorry. My wife just freaking calls me 3 times in a row, and like if somebody calls you 3 times in a row, and I'm like clicking, I'll call you back, like, then I think you like lost your arm or something, like, are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I think I figured out that, Jesus Christ. Let me call you back.
So how are we going to do this since we're both loading the same cartridge? You want to put it on paper and see who gets a tighter group?
Yes, we will.
What distance?
I'll do that.
You let me know the distance, and obviously I'm going to cheat, right? You know that.
That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with a little cheating.
The 68 grain shoot good. Like longer distance.
And my rifle, they're like pinpoint, man. They're the best rounds that I've ever used. The 55 grain ones are good, but I swear they kind of get blown around or something.
Well, they don't stabilize well out of the 1-in-7 twist. Really, if you want a 1-in-9 to twist, you want to be up to that like a 55 grain. You want to be up around a 1-in-9, preferably like a 1-in-10, even a 1-in-11. 55 grain's pretty light. So the 1-in-8 twist, really down to about 60 grain is about as light as they'll shoot. Okay. The 1-in-7 twists, they like the heavy bullets, 62 up up to, my experience has been up to 70 grain. They shoot well. And that's why the military went with that twist, is so they could use a heavier projectile to have more impact.
Yeah. The 75 grain ones that I shot some yesterday just to make. I was making my or zeroing in my red dot because I like that thing to be like super accurate, and they were pretty accurate. I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit more adjusting though, but I'm talking 1 or 2 clicks. I'm not probably wouldn't matter for most people.
Did you load them short enough to magazine feed them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just push them in. They go right in.
Fuck it.
I what I did is I just didn't adjust this. So if I trim all the brass and then I use the machine at the same settings for the 55 grain that has the canalure, I figured it'll be perfectly sized. Science.
Well, the problem is, the problem is you're filling up the case, right? The case capacity with a longer and heavier bullet. So, I mean, you can do that, but keep an eye on your brass because you can start creating some pretty significant pressure issues.
Yeah, but they're not all the way maxed out on powder. I never really do that.
As long as you're not blowing primers out, you're probably
No, I checked the primers. Jay Lee, I'm seeing all your comments too. Jay Lee's, I don't know who sends more worse things, me or Jay Lee. But Jay Lee has some good ones that he sends me. Sammy, I'll see you next time, brother.
See you later, Sam.
I gotta go back over to his channel and and check some stuff out.
You what?
I gotta go back over to Sam Moore's channel and look at it. And it's been a while because there's certain people that just don't pop up on my feed. You pop up on my feed for some reason all the time, which is great. But then Justin Worst never pops up anymore. Rhodes never pops up, not even once. But he's a good friend of mine. I try to go over to like their sites every once in a while. I had to go over to Carson's channel and leave some comments. But the last time I was on Carson's channel, he didn't have like barely any shorts, and now he's got a ton of cool shorts. He just got a new a CZ clone, which I kind of liked it. I would definitely like a real CZ, but yeah. You guys are talking about ADD. I'm like I can stay. I have to force myself to stay in any one person's live. I do. I like watching your lives. I spend the most time on your lives, and then surprisingly, freaking everyday Utah or below Utah. What's his name? Pops is what I call him. Below average Utah dad. I like that guy. He's solid. I think he was in here earlier. Yeah, at first he's a cool guy. At first he kind of comes off like, oh, like one of those guys. Like not exactly, but then once I got used to him, now I'm like, oh, I can't get enough of this guy, man. He's great. And the coolest thing about that guy is all the crazy shit I say, and he doesn't care. He'll just tell me his opinion. He won't get all bent out of shape. There's a ton of people that get all bent out of shape. I do watch the channel, Rhodes. The fuck?
To say or whatever. I'm like, this motherfucking guy comes on. It has been a kid, dude, but he starts talking. He starts talking trash about my channel. I'm like, what the fuck? I told you, tell him like I'm gonna block him. no, don't block him. Like, let me just block him for like a minute, you know? But I got told no. I don't even know who the dude is. I don't know that I ever seen the channel name.
What was the channel name?
Fred.
Fred?
Fred. That was the channel name, Fred. I
Like
think it was Fred.
FRD?
F-R-E-D, I think, or Ed. It was either Fred or Ed.
Okay. No, I never heard of that one either. I did get into it with one dude who was trying to defend himself about. I told you, dude.
Yeah, that
Everybody
rat.
jumped all over that shit. I don't even waste time talking about him. He's a little kid.
He's
He just
been in my lives before. It was funny because after you guys butted heads, I saw him pop up, and I was gonna say something to him. I'm like, no, I'll let him go and have the watch hours. But I don't know, man. It's
well, what I said to him is good because I feel like what I said to him, he actually, even though he was bitching about it, I think he was receptive to it. It hit a fucking nerve because he got way bent out of shape.
well,
But it was like to the point where like I have to say something because he's like fucking making us look bad.
like you were saying, when people start throwing that word out, that word is the same as sexist, as racist, as a communist, as a socialist. All of them words that end in ist usually mean about the same thing. They're used to belittle and take away from somebody's character. So you can't make a logical or reasonable argument about something. So you use them words, and it's just an effort to. It's a derogatory remark. It's a derogatory.
Yeah, I think people are finally like, "What up, Ultra Fire? How
How
you
are you
doing,
doing?
bud?" Uh, it's a word. You're correct. It's a word just to use to silence people because I don't know. When growing up, I you had to like be to be racist. You had to like go out and actually do something about it. You couldn't just be
Right,
like, "Oh, this guy's racist because of his words." Like, give me a fucking break.
right. But that all comes
That's
down to like little kids when they start shit in school, right? They start all this crap, and somebody gets mad, and the minute they get mad, they cry and get all loud to the teacher, and make themselves be a victim. It's a way for people to become a victim and then try to humiliate somebody else. Usually it's completely bogus shit, and you know,
I think that it it's better now than it was a few years ago. You know, like as in like people kind of they're not they're not being like they're not being as like how they were canceling people and shit because they said something stupid. Like that is kind of dying down a little bit. It's not all the way gone, and people are kind of learning that yeah, you can't just call someone a this or a racist or that just to silence them. They fucking probably have a good point.
yeah, they do. Jay Lee, what do you mean? I'm reading your comment.
I swear he just pulled that off of Chat GPT.
They don't even want to keep their image squeaky clean because the stuff that they're allowing through is anything but.
Dude, all I get is like dancing feeds though. People dancing, and that just makes me think like, oh, you just want us all to be like sheep, you know? Just look at me, I'm fucking dancing. Maybe I should dance with I knew you pulled that off of Chat GPT, dude, but it is true. I've asked Chat GPT several questions like that.
You're gonna have to edit yourself in a video, like doing the long embrace and the spinning around, and you know,
Yeah.
maybe a half a kiss.
That song
That's how you're
with
gonna
you.
break through.
30 million views.
Either that or buy a mini Draco.
I've actually turned down several Dracos recently because I don't know much about AKs, but from what I heard, like the Century Arms one is not good, and the PSA one, I'm sure that one's not good. And those are the two that were trying to be sold. Instead, I bought this fucking bad boy. This thing is the Beretta is blew my expectations out of the water.
Speaking of your Beretta, you know you can't run slugs through a regular choke, right? You can run
I
them
do
through it.
now, but now that you
Yeah.
told me, I do.
So just check your choke tube. It'll say on the choke tube what it is.
I need the tool. I'm gonna have to buy all that stuff.
If it screws in your barrel and there's notches, right?
Mhm.
Use a
Yeah,
quarter.
there's not.
Use a quarter.
What is it?
A
Use a
quarter.
quarter. Okay.
That'll get it out.
All right.
That fits in there perfect and it doesn't do any damage. But you can run like an improved cylinder and you can shoot slugs through that. But even like buckshot, you don't want to really run through it. Anything past a modified, you wouldn't want to run it in a full because you over compress the charge or over compress the shot and you start deforming it and it fucks up your pattern. So, but improved cylinder for slugs and
I don't want to fuck it up at all. So
yeah, well, I was watching you and I thought of that. I'm like, I wonder what you're running.
yeah, I'm a newbie at shotgun. So if you guys see anything that you think I should know, I'm not the one to be like, oh, I know everything. I know everything. Jay Lee has a freaking shotgun with is it a Beretta, Jay Lee? It has a suppressor on it. It's freaking awesome.
A shotgun is a lot of hate. That does a lot of damage really, really fast.
Dude, that shot I can only imagine, man. That shotgun, the holes that come out of that buckshot, they're about as big as 9mm holes.
They're 38 caliber, depending on what size. Like the double op buck is 38 caliber, so it's like getting shot with 938s or 9.357s, but it's 38 caliber, .38.
All right,
if you have an opportunity and you can find some, try the number 4 buck, the 4000. That's
okay.
That stuff's you get more pellets to it. That's usually what law enforcement and stuff will use is the actual number 4 buck. It's a little smaller in diameter, but you get more shot, and it's devastating. It's actually, yeah, I can show you. Since I cast my own buckshot, so it's maybe not see it great, but when you look up here, ammo, look up. That's the number 4 buckshot size.
All right.
So a little smaller than the double lot, but you get more of it.
I'm trying to look at how much powder I'm going to put in these. Sorry. I spaced out, just like everybody else.
50 grain.
50?
Fill it right to the top.
All the way to the top.
Just scoop it in.
Dude, some of the shit that it says in this Lee loading book kind of nuts. For the 357, it's like you can compress the powder down. It was like 22 grains of H110, and it said like had a note next to it. It said
compressed
powder will need to be compressed. Like I did it too, and those are freaking hot, man. They work great.
Oh yeah, Richard Lee So they have the second edition, and they had the first edition. They came out with the second edition because some of their data was blowing up guns.
Yeah,
they were
I
hot.
could tell.
And it hit,
I can fucking tell, dude. What is this? This is the second. See, even that stuff, some of that shit. It's either I've run into both, either way hot or not even enough to run. Like some of my first 9mm loads didn't even cycle the gun.
what powder were
But
you using?
what was that?
What powder were you using?
That was HP 38,
HP
and
38.
it really it really turned me off from that powder. But when I went back to use it again, I learned that that's actually a really cool powder, and it's got a hell of a flash to it.
Yeah. What, Harley?
It's definitely, I like that powder.
Can't start the dishwasher because we need pods.
Okay. The HP 38 is a modern variation of Winchester 231. If you run it in like a 115, it's hard to get it moving fast enough to get good reliable sight. Because you end up being like, it's like a 118 or a 125, somewhere in there, powder factor starting to max. But it's a good powder when you start getting into like the 124 grains. It's economical. You don't use much. What are you using for 124? Like 4 grains or something, 4.2. You don't use much of it.
That was like one of my very first runs of doing reloading, so it wasn't that big a deal. Since then, I would never buy a 115 grain anymore, but I do think that those particular ones were 115 grain.
Yeah.
I don't even like to reload 9mm because if I add my time into the price, and I don't really like, I don't price everything out because if I did that, I would like lose my mind. But I could just buy for $50 250 rounds of 9mm at Academy, and that's easy. But I do like reloading 9mm when it comes to hollow points. And then what you were doing, that 9mm major, that looks so cool to me.
Yeah. Well, it'd give you the stuff you want. You like muzzle blast, so muzzle
Yeah,
blast.
Do you know what the Kuna PDW is, FV?
No, I don't. Somebody was talking about that the other day.
Ultra Fire's
no,
talking
I
about
do. Smith & Wesson just came out with it. It's a roller delayed 9mm carbine. It looks almost identical to a CZ Scorpion. Was it yesterday or the day before the media blackout was lifted on it, so they can publish it. But it's basically a roller delayed Scorpion. They're cheap too, at $1,000 range-ish. They have proprietary.
Oh, that's that good.
Yeah, they have proprietary magazines. Yeah, no, I absolutely do know what that is. I was looking at them. I haven't seen one in person.
Ultra Fire, I do now, bud. That's a really cool looking gun. I saw it yesterday. I did see it yesterday on somewhere, either Instagram or here, and I was like, the first thing I thought of was oh, that's like a Strybog or something. But if it's made by Springfield Armory, then I'm all in.
Well, it's made in Croatia.
So is a bunch of this shit.
Yeah, so it's the same guys who make the VHS or the Springfield Hellion. It's the same ones that are making the Echelon. So, Springfield's importing them and putting their name on it, but they're not manufacturing them. But that James Reeves from TFB. A few months back, he was in Europe at the Iowa SHOT Show. It's Europe's version of our SHOT Show, and he had a big thing on that. And they over there they have them in 40, they have them in 45, and then 9mm. So I know he was talking to him then and here. It sounds like they might even put it in 10mm, which I would probably still get the 9, but that and 10mm would be pretty badass.
I love 10mm.
And I think, like I said, I think they were saying the price range was at $1,000-ish. Magazines are proprietary, but I think they quoted a price of less than $25 per magazine. So, the roller delay end of it, I like. Anything roller delayed always softens up the recoil quite a bit. All right, Rhodes. Rhodes, I did check out your channel too. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I watched a bunch of your videos and left you comments on there.
Yeah, Rose is a good dude. Really good. I like that guy.
He was shooting a Winchester 22. It looked like it was shooting some pretty decent groups.
Yeah, he showed me his property on showed me his property in Australia. It's so nice looking. I wish I had a property like that. One day, I'm getting the stuff I want. I gotta bring my motorcycle home. I'm not super interested in riding the rocket. I'm not super interested in riding the crotch rocket that much anymore because my back hurts so much.
Right.
I need to get like a cruiser bike, like a Harley or an Indian. One day, I used to have a Yamaha that was like that, but it was actually a little too big for. I was still young at the time.
I'll have to show you my bikes.
Send me some pictures.
Oh, dude, I got some pretty slick motorcycles. What's that?
Okay, I bet you do. I think I've seen a picture of at least one of them.
Yeah. When I first started this channel, I wanted to do it on bike content, and it went nowhere, man.
Yep, I know how that is.
It wasn't worth sitting there putting effort into it, and then so I started using it as like a test bed. I would post content here before I would post it to my main channel to see if it gets strikes. And that's when YouTube, I realized that it didn't matter what channel the shit was posted on because they would still strike it. I would get strikes on one channel and it would be fine on the other. And
Dude, doesn't matter. There's no rhyme or reason, man. It's ridiculous.
but then my main channel, or what used to be the main channel, I kept going strike to strike to strike. So I just quit posting stuff on there like you do until all the strikes went away. Well, and then in that process, I had the one short on here that took off. So, and this kind of ended up becoming the main channel.
Yeah, I have two main channels like you do. Well, I consider them my main channels because they both have like the most amount of subs. But yeah, like I get two strikes and then I basically just make all my videos private and then I just hibernate for 90 days until the strikes roll off. It's fucking lame, man. Like if that didn't happen, I could definitely be a pretty big. What's up, Chanson?
What's going on, man? That green screen channel of mine, that's rounding up on 8,000 subscribers. Nothing but fucking green screen footage.
On 10,000, you said 10,000? 8,000. That's crazy. I tried the green screen thing, and even though I had a lot of fun doing it, I It's nailed me like too many times. Actually, I changed it to this channel, and I still got or not this channel, but the one that's called Ammo Alchemist and Kablamo right now.
Yeah.
And that was my green screen. I just, as soon as I got a strike for a green screen, I was like, fuck this. I'm not gonna do green screens if I'm gonna get a strike on them. Like that's freaking pissed me off.
That channel is sitting on a strike right now too. I've gotten a few in it. You know, the shyster shit of that is you green screen a video that somebody else has had and they've left it alone, which is great, right? And I green screen it and I instantly get a strike. How the fuck does that work?
I know. I would think that because in my head I was like, there's no way I can get a strike for a green screen because obviously it's on like the person who posted it can do it. Oh, was I wrong? I was completely wrong. That's how my head was thinking though. Exactly what you just said.
Mine too. But I'll be honest, man. Once I don't know at what point we'll probably write it out through the summer, but at some point here, that channel will go from a green screen channel to a gun channel.
Yeah, I mean, you know, 2A Ninja, right?
Yep.
2A Ninja started out. He told me he started off as a Fortnite channel, dude, and he got to like 1,000 subscribers or something, and he just deleted all of his Fortnite content and then just started posting gun content. I thought that was hilarious. A couple of days ago, Bubba made a poll that was like, "What pisses you off more?" What did he say? He was like, one of them was it was aimed at me and 2A Ninja. It was like fake Fortnite players that turn gun tubers or guys who leave their gun walls on all night till they get striked. And I was like, dude, that's me and 2A Ninja, you fucker.
You get
I
good
almost
views on when you leave that on overnight. Do you get good views on it?
Dude, I used to. I did on my big channel, but I used to get so many fucking views. I mean, like 10,000 views. It would be like 50 watch hours or more. Ask Chan. That's how Chanson got monetized. He took my idea and ran with it.
Is he fully monetized?
He's I'm not sure. He's at least regular monetized. I'm not sure. I don't know, but YouTube did something where I don't get the same same exposure as I did.
Find some puppy videos and green screen them. I have one that's just short of 1 million views. Just short of 1 million views. And it's in like a 2-month period.
I could do that with. I was thinking like maybe my kids, but after I don't know. I don't want to put my kids out there like that. But puppies, I have no problem with putting puppies out there like that. So do you think? What I mean, what fucking cares? Did you get a strike for one of your puppy videos?
No. They called it hate speech. I got a hate speech strike, and it was a green screen video, but it had music in the background. I didn't put all I did is straight green screen it, and I got a hate speech strike. I showed you. Didn't I send you the picture of it?
Yeah, but I didn't see the video though.
It was just
so. What was it? That German song, the Erica song?
Erica.
Okay, big fucking deal. Jesus Christ.
And it was some dogs playing. Is all it was. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That Erica song, it's not even racist, dude. It's just a song about a fucking flower in the springtime.
Yeah, it's a song about a flower and bees.
You know?
Dude, Bubba be, and not just him. There's a bunch of dudes that'll be posting a song that's just like the N word, N word, N word.
Yep.
And like I guess that's okay. I don't
tried
get it.
that. I got a hate speech strike for that too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's okay if he does it, and well, they still fuck with Bubba, but not as much. But if I did it, I'll fucking get canned, and I'm afraid to post anything that's kind of like edgy, you know, because of that. Like they'll be like, well, because of what happened to Hans. He posted something edgy, and they fucking they nuked his first channel, and then the next day they nuked his other two channels. So I don't know if he had them like connected somehow, because I know you could do that. But yeah, he didn't last very long. And then YouTube told him that they're using AI to track him on YouTube. So I don't think they. I guess that means that they don't do that to us, but I'm not sure.
They probably do.
I would. I mean, how could they not at this point, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I ever saw that Hans you're talking about. I don't know if I ever saw his channels or content. I mean, was he a big channel, little channel?
He probably had 3,000 subs or 4,000 subs, and he will always be on like different GunTube channel. I bet you he's been in your lives before, but he changed his name several times. I just call him Hans because that's what it was his original name. But he changed it to like I don't know, like Butt Rap Smokers or something like that, and then he changed it again after that.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have. After a while, you start seeing the same people, and you remember who they are. But when you get a billion different guys coming in, it's hard to remember.
Yep, there's a certain demographic that I really can't tell them apart.
But so when's your pistol match? Did you figure that out?
Supposed to be Saturday. This Saturday. I still got to get the mag holders, but I'm literally stuck at the house right now. And yesterday I had to do the inspection, and I passed the inspection. Dude, I had to leave the house like I took the kids to school and then just drove straight from here. And by the time I got there, there was the freaking truck sitting outside the house, and it was the fucking inspector. He had already failed me, and he failed me because I wasn't there.
What?
And so then
Well, I mean,
he actually, huh?
I said, I guess if
Yeah,
you're supposed to be there.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're supposed to call and give you a 30-minute heads up, and nobody called me. He's like, and I'm like, well, nobody called. He's like, oh yeah, we're not going to call anymore. Like, what? He's like, what do you expect me just to sit at the house for 8 hours? Which that's what they expect. So I was going to do that. At least no one's at the house though, and I could just like sit in the house. Sometimes I'll be at these houses that are occupied, and then I gotta sit in my truck because I don't want to like fucking. I don't know these people that well. Shit.
Right. Well, I mean, you don't have to get real crazy for your first match. Eye protection, ear protection, good holster, a couple magazine holders, good belt, and then you have to tuck your shirt in too.
Okay. I
They
got a
might
good belt.
huh?
I got a good belt.
Yeah.
I freaking bought what is that? The belt that I bought was it was for IWB carry. Trying to remember the name. It's really good. All I need is from what you're telling me, all I need is the mag holders.
There you go. And if you're not able to get them for some reason,
Well, I still want to, dude. I just need to like meet those people around here.
You'll have fun. That's a good time. What gun you gonna shoot?
Gonna take I'll take the 4 guns that I usually take. So I'll have the Glock and the Colt Python.
To the pistol
I guess
match?
I think so. I'll send you the flyer. I was supposed I should call them and just ask them.
Is it a USPSA match or
Yeah, it came off of the Sig Sauer
the practice?
website. Yeah.
Because you can, they have revolver divisions, but usually when people shoot 2 guns, they'll either shoot in 2 different divisions, or gun may be legal for 2 divisions, so they just want the extra practice, or they'll shoot like 1 pistol and then a pistol caliber carbine.
Pistol carbine. I could bring that one.
If yours has a brace, you won't be able to run it. Does it have a stock or a brace?
The Brave.
Yeah, you won't be able to run it. I mean, they might let you there, but in like the rule book, they still say it's an NFA item. So if you have something with a short barrel, they want you to have a stamp. They probably won't let you. In PCSL, they'll let you run braced firearms, but USPSA they don't.
So could I just put a stock on that one?
If it's 16 inches.
Okay. Then I could just get I would just get a new upper for it eventually then.
Yeah. Once you convert a lower to a rifle, you can't go back though. You know that, right? So you can take a pistol and you can convert it to a rifle, but you can't legally way.
Okay. I've heard that rule before and it's kind of hard for me to follow. So I mean, follow in my head, not like physically follow. It's just that I don't understand the reasoning, but whatever.
I don't either. It doesn't make sense. Like guns like a Thompson Contender, you can transform that back and forth, but an AR you can't. A lot of things you can't.
Dude, I tried writing FV. Jay Lee, I tried writing in my bio for my Animal Alchemist channel. I put Indigenous American gun tuber, and it didn't work. They don't care. They know I'm full of shit. All right, about the last one. It's still in there too. I don't know. I think it's still in there. If you want to see it.
What's up, not a sponsor?
Not a sponsor. Solid 1, 2, man. I like that. I don't care what people say about him. I like him.
He's all right. He's I enjoy it when he's in the chats. I check out his stuff too. So I try to make sure that the people that come on my channels that I'm like actively looking at their content,
Hell yeah, dude. Because when you support someone, like I've supported several gun tubers before, commenting as much as I can comment and stuff, and then they never comment on your stuff or they never say anything to you. Like, well, man, like, you're not the fucking Holy Ghost. Like,
right?
it just kind of gets that does get under my skin sometimes. I used to, yeah, tell you another time. Anyways, I got to go. I can hear screaming, and I got to take the kid to wrestling practice. This has been one of the best streams ever.
I'll talk to you later.
Right. Hopefully it gets uploaded.
Hopefully,
see you later.
It will.
We made it all the way through, man.
That's a start. So,
It's a
all right, man.
start.
I'll let you end it.